Welcome in YouTube to part 4 of the Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail series that I'm running. In this part, we are going to get to the first dungeon. So that's the big major spoilers is first dungeon stuff. And obviously MSQ related story. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below and let me know what you're thinking of these videos and how you're enjoying them. And then you can catch me live on Twitch at twitch.tv/CalebGames here. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, starting between 9 and 10 a.m. Pacific time. I love you, YouTube. Let's get on over to the gameplay. The success of others. We've now won keystones from both the Feat of Reeds and the Feat of Gold. Surely that means our approach to the contest was the right one. So it would seem. By continuing to rechase Gulu-Jaja's journey as presented in the saga, we should find the remaining electors in turn. Then let's visit the Giants next. Like Cryo said, the fact that they were searching for the Golden City might mean they know something useful. The home of the Yakuoi is in the upper reaches of Urkopaka. Unless you're keen on scaling the cliffs, we'll have to take the long way around, through Kozoma Uka. This route will take us close to the Moblin village, which is another important location in the saga. Since we'll need all the keystones eventually, it makes sense to pay them a visit while we're passing through. So we call on the Moblins first then. Let's head there right now. I'm afraid right now is going to be a problem. Of course there's a bridge out. The flight of Wee Wingless, the great stairs leading to the Moblin settlement, collapsed in the storm. What are we to do then? There is an alternative, but it requires preparation. Until it's ready, you could rest at the cabins or see more of the city, whatever you prefer. Just to be sure, we'll accept any method of travel as long as it gets us to our destination. Of course! Who do you take me for? Then as your guide, I will see to the arrangements.
No.
Well, it seems we have some free time on our hands. Let us make the most of it.
Yep, drinks and food.
Tacos! I need to get my axe repaired. I nicked the blade pretty badly when I took a swing at Bakujaja. That reminds me, I never got around to introducing you to Ropley, did I? He's the man in charge of Wukameki Meki, and a good person to know. Want to come along? Absolutely. Let's go then! Ready? The markets of Wukimeki Meki are to the east, on the other side of Bayside Bevy. Now accompanying us, yep.
Wait for us. I'm coming.
No, Wuklamat's with me. I don't know who the random prof gal that's following you is. Oh, there's people to play cards with here. Talk. Wakumeki Meki is everything that Tuliyola was built to be. Aunt T's Tacos. This is Aunt T's Tacos, named for its owner here, the lovely T Soul. If you're after the best tacos in Tuliyola, this place sits at the top with Ixbralia of Tai. You say that, Third Promise, but you only ever eat old Brook Evu's food. Come and buy mine for a change. Sorry, T Soul, it has been a while, hasn't it? I swear I'll stop for a bite once the contest is over. To talk to Ropley. My, the Third Promise. How might I assist you this fine evening? Well met, Ropley. I need to buff a nasty nick out of my blade. Yes, it's been chipped quite terribly. Trying to cleave rocks again, were we? There's something like that. Think you can fix it? You stand among Tyrell's most prestigious gathering of artisans and ask this question? 'Tis child's play. We'll have it repaired for you in 2 shakes of an alpaca's tail. Good to hear. I leave it in your capable hands. Who's your companion, if I may ask? This is Arilith, a great adventurer I recruited from across the salt. I brought her here to meet you, actually. Thought she might have reason to visit Wukumeki Meki sooner or later. Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Ropley, humble representative of this grand center of trade. A pleasure to meet you, Arilith. And Folly. You there! Stop dithering in the shadows and announce your business already. Dang, Folly! Why are you hiding? I've seen that man somewhere before.
I have 2.
Have we? He was on the boat.
There he is.
Yeah. No. It was... a jewelry maker you met on the voyage over. Oh, I remember. I was close! I spoke with him too. Fawn Jean Tay. Yeah. Fawn Jean Tay. Yes, that was his name. You've been loitering like a flighty admirer, goodness, who can't pluck up the courage to confess his feelings. Out with it then. Why are you here? That is to say... And we're no closer to solving that enigma. I wonder if he could use someone to talk to. I say we go and ask. Let me know by link pearl if you find out.
You find him first.
Oh, I pressed the button too quick and I was just... Shut it. You were conversing with Master Ropley. But wait, we've met before, haven't we? On the ship. We did indeed. You said you lost your job. You found him? Good. I'll be right there. Why did you run off like that? Did you have business with Ropley or not? Please, you needn't concern yourself with my affairs. I'm undeserving of such attention. Huh? What are you going on about? I beg of you, do not ask me to explain. Do not. Sorry, but the more you tell me not to, the more curious I become. Besides, you look like you need a friend. Oh, you are too kind. So be it. I suppose I can share with you a morsel of my misery. Before I came to Tuliolo, I worked as a goldsmith at the most prestigious jewelry maker in all of Ul'dah, Esthimes Aesthetics. Oh, it started off well enough, but as the days passed, everything began to go wrong. Compared to the masterpieces of my talented colleagues, my products were lacking, mediocre. I lost all confidence. Crippling doubt had possessed me, and any veneer of bravado I tried to put forth soon cracked beneath its weight. Thus did I take ship, hoping to find a fresh beginning on new shores. Yet as you witnessed, I lack the courage to even approach a potential employer. You're not selling anything. You stand before a man wallowing in the wreckage of his ill-spent existence. Alright then. You offered a morsel, then served us the full course. You must have really wanted someone to hear your story. If you like, I could try to give you a few words of advice. Then, you have experience with my predicament, a feeling terribly inadequate compared to your undeniably superior peers. Well, when you put it that way,
Yes, she does.
Not me. I'm Wuklamat, third promise of Tuliolong. daughter of the Dawn Servant. Oh, of course. You're a member of the royal family. Please forgive my presumptuousness. But what of you? Have you ever measured your work against that of your colleagues and found yourself wanting? No? Not a one. There isn't a single colleague I've had that made me, You can't measure your worth by the success of others.
Which one are you doing?
I'm doing that one.
I'm gonna do on occasion because, yes, I have.
How can I not? Should my work not meet the same exacting standards, no new commissions will be forthcoming. What then was the point of my becoming a goldsmith?
If even an ally handpicked by the third promise can feel such doubt, then what hope is there for me? I must question why I bothered to become a goldsmith in the first place.
Looking back, 'twas my father who inspired me to take up the trade. His exquisite creations brought radiant smiles to the faces of his clients, and I admired him deeply for it. But in the course of striving to be as great a goldsmith as him, I lost sight of my original motivation. All I ever wanted was to spread joy through my craft, as he did. Perhaps I will give this one try. Thank you both for reminding me of what is truly important. Having a job.
And if that fails, you can always become a detective.
What is truly important? What is truly important? Well, hello, Wuklamat. Huh. Oh, sorry, Arilith, I didn't mean to ignore you. But yes, I'm glad to see Fontaine is giving himself another chance. For all Tirali, Wuklamat wonders how Fontaine is getting on. I can't help but wonder if Fontaine will follow through. Let's see if he's actually gone to talk with Ropley. Okay. 'Twas kind of you to come, but you needn't worry. I've found my courage. Pray accept my apologies for my earlier behavior. My name is Fontaine, and I am a goldsmith from Ul'dah in faraway Eorzea. I realize this is a bold request, but I should like to continue practicing my trade here in Wakumeki. If you will have me, I ask only for the opportunity to bring happiness to others with my creations. So that's what it was about. You were looking for work. Consider yourself hired. Wakumeki is always in need of skilled craftsmen and women. I'll handle the necessary paperwork. Can you start tomorrow? Yes, of course. I must thank you both again for your sage and timely advice. I don't know that I was all that helpful. But you were. Had you not come to speak with me, I would not have had that moment of much-needed self-reflection. The arrangements have been made. Come and meet me at the entrance of High Tide Harbor. Let us be on our way.
We need your axe.
Oh, I almost forgot. Do you have my axe ready, Ropley? Ready and waiting. Behold the sublime touch of Wakumeki artisan. Oh, it's as sharp and deadly as the first day I held it. Thank you.
I'm pretty excited to be working with a warrior. I don't know why.
Yeah? She reminds you of Ardbert?
No.
Well, good luck to you, Fontaine. Let me know if that doubt creeps back in. I'd be happy to talk you out of it. As for us, we should head for the harbor. Wouldn't want to keep Armenville waiting.
No, we will definitely hear about it.
He bows as she looks or as she runs away. We're off to see the wizard. He's not a wizard, though.
Sure, we'll meet one along the way.
Yeah, the sleeping half of Gula Jaja, or what? I don't remember his name.
No, I don't either. I feel like that was close.
I feel like it was close to, but I don't feel like it was correct. Enough with the secrecy. What's this big plan of yours? Look there. That is my big plan. A ship? What is that?
That is cool.
It's a punity. She'll be pulling our boat upriver.
Do you think they'll release it as an 8-man?
I don't know. Maybe. How do we know she won't thrash about and sink us instead? They're gentle and timid creatures, for the most part. She's unlikely to cause a fuss unless you give her reason to.
So try not to pull on her tail.
Uh-huh. First alpacas, now punities. We're relying a lot on animals for this journey. We should be thankful we have an animal expert as our guide then. But did it have to be my old nemesis? Another boat? Well, I took you for someone who was up to the challenge. Was I wrong? Oh. Long ago, when fighting still raged between the clans, the inhabitants of Kazoma Uka rode these riverboats to move swiftly through hostile territory. But the vessels see little use with Tural now at peace, so I was able to borrow one of the few which remained. I did consider a dirigible, but the pilots warned me that the updrafts near the falls would make landing difficult. You said you borrowed one, yet there appear to be several on the water. Oh, Kona! Kona!
He smiled! Yes, he smiled!
Lamati. Traveling up the river, I presume? Seems that way. Does this mean you've earned 2 keystones already? I can't believe how well you've managed despite undertaking the contest alone.
This is where we get the reveal.
I was never alone. I've had my own entourage with me since the beginning. My friends, it's been, well, not that long. Thancred! Oriange! What are you doing here? Escorting a promise, the same as you. I'd heard much of the incomparable Archons during my time at the Studium. As soon as the contest was confirmed, I thought who better to recruit to my cause. I contacted the Scholarch, who arranged an introduction to these 2 gentlemen. The second promise had specific requirements. They who would be his assistants must boast both proven survival skills and mastery of the arcane arts.
I see he had to settle on you 2.
Yeah, thus did Thancred, and I received the summons.
Y'shtola turned it down.
Absolutely, she did. We haven't seen her yet.
No, we haven't. We will.
We better. My own studies concentrated on technology which our people could readily use, such as inventions born of magitech or clever engineering. Where magic was concerned, I covered only the foundation.
That's why he's a machinist.
Knowing you 2, I expect you had other reasons for accepting the job? A few. The nation of Tuliolo spans an entire continent. Depending on who wins the throne, the world may be plunged into instability once more. Ever have we striven to preserve peace? Where is our place if not here and now?
That's not the reason.
We did our due diligence, of course, and made sure of who we were working with before agreeing to this endeavor. He's even more opaque than Oriange at times, but is surprisingly... No! Quite enough of that. We must be on our way. Wait,
Aw, he's got his squishy
I have one
center.
question before you leave. Kona and Wuklamat are vying for the throne. As Kona's entourage, does that mean you're resolved to defeat all his opponents, including us?
Yes.
We're sworn to do all in our power to win this contest for Kona, even if it means competing against our own comrades. We intend to hold nothing back, and expect you to do the same.
That's the real reason why they jumped in on this.
Yeah, and we won't disappoint you.
It would take both of them to take me down, and even then it would be very slow.
I thought you were taking the boat. If even you have been forced to travel on water, then the others will be doing the same. I would rather walk than risk confrontation on a leaky barge with no possibility of retreat.
Okay.
It's true that I can't stand boats. But I trust the route Arinvel has chosen for us.
Aww. If we could see him blush.
Leave the handling of the punity to me. Should other wildlife attack us, however, I may have difficulty keeping her under control. Do your best to draw them away, as far from the front of the boat as possible. Is this going to be the first dungeon?
Oh,
Is it going to be like the one from Shadowbringers where you start on the back of that whale?
that would be so cool.
I hadn't pressed the button to see that.
Oh.
Then we shall remain on deck and stand guard, although it may be wise to have at least one of us to sit up front with Arinvel, just in case. I'd like to stay on the deck. I'm eager to put my pictomancy to the proof, and I'll take any chance to show you that I can hold my own on the battlefield.
You don't have to do that, Cryo.
Then Kryl will stand on guard with Arilith and Folly. I'll keep Arinvel company then. With my blade I can respond more quickly to threats than Elfina. Thank you. If a fight breaks out, I'll try to stay out of your way. Then I shall endeavor to provide aid where it is needed. I can do that as well. That should cover most eventualities. Secure your gear and board the boat when you're ready. Oh, I think we're here. I think we're at the first dungeon. What's it gonna be called?
I don't know.
Boat ride?
Aaron Bell's path?
Baku Jaja. Let the hunt begin. Ihukatumu. Alright, I want to see what the group can be like. I speak with Alfino, form a party. We can have Wuklamat as DPS or tank. Alfino is DPS or tank, and then Kryl is just tank. Or I mean just DPS.
Alphino's healer.
Twould be a
DPS.
pleasure as
That's what I
always.
I wonder, I want to see something. Is he a sage when he DPSs?
I assume so. Does it show?
Twould be a pleasure as always.
Yeah, no, he is. He's a sage. Are we doing it together, or are you...
Let's do it together.
Okay, I will, heal us up then. Look at that.
I bet you we're gonna take a couple of those with us that are standing over there.
Maybe. If any of them were Dippus. Ihukatumu. There was a boat like ours up ahead. Could it be Zaraja or... Oh gods, is it Bakul Jaja? Assuming these are the things we're gonna fight. Ooh, fishies. Okay. So far, this trash has been easy. Oh, we have a viper. We're in for some rain, it seems. That is Bakul Jaja ahead of us. Be ready for anything.
Oh. Running straight into it. Oh, no.
Yes, come closer. We have something for you. A gift, courtesy of the blessed siblings. Oh?
That's because I got rid of the glory blade, and I just use it as soon as the procs.
God, this is not going to plan. We'll just have to improvise. The harness! See you upriver, if you make it that far.
Fair fight.
Crippling our boat was a cowardly move. Arilith, we're losing speed. The harness is broken. I'm sorry, but we have to pull over to the bank. That is a strangely square room up ahead. See if there's a route overland. We'll try to catch up to you later.
Alright, you're sprinting.
Yeah. Prime Punity. Unity Press. Okay, that was a raid wide. Got it. What are we... It's just movement. Nothing to worry about too much. Song of the Initari. A herd of Punities converges on the pool. Okay. Oh, you got a bunch of things. They die quick, though, actually. Holy crap, they die quick. Alright, that wasn't bad.
Oh, that's pretty good. Getting used to my new rotation.
It's usually 2 pulls. A climbable ladder?
Yeah.
Hold up, just a second. Okay. Apologies, friends. It seems you'll be taking the long way around.
Why? You know, it's not a race, guys. It's not a race. I am a sprint, though.
Good.
They look like little different colored beads.
Uh-huh. What are we... They haven't... Oh! Mimiclops.
Super cool.
Yep, and now feel free to go.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're sprinting.
Drowsy? And then remember, before the final boss, wait and make sure everybody's out of cutscenes before you pull.
Yeah.
Just in case people have a little bit slower computer. And it wasn't a raid wide. Interesting. You probably want to make sure you're not going to be somewhere that's...
Where they're pointed.
Yeah. Drowsy's dance invigorates the roots? Oh, does it make bigger AoEs? I'm safe over here. Ooh, but then he does that. Spit. I'm gonna assume that's a raid, right? No? What's up with these things? Ads.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm doing bad MP management. I like, we're fine. I was past halfway and I hadn't popped my lucid dreaming.
Just gonna greed on everything.
That's what I've been doing.
I'll take a look. If I do end up getting something that's like better than what I have, like I'll worry about that then.
Right.
This guy's dead. That was what? This is the wall?
Probably. Boy, I'm glad I gave you a crit shield. I have aggro of something, but I'm bringing it to you. I think.
target?
Oh, that's gonna be the final. What? We have an AoE dot as Sage.
Where?
It's when you use Eucrasia, it changes your regular dot or your regular AoE into an AoE dot, just like it does your normal thing. That is amazing.
That's pretty awesome.
That means you, like, I should now be starting, like, every pull once you've gathered them with that.
This is the final boss?
Yeah. Unless they've changed their dungeon formula. Apex Predator. Apollyon. Not to be confused with a polygon.
Oh, no, they're ready.
Yep, everyone's good. It was more of a just in case kind of thing,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. No, it's a good habit to have. I need to get a better habit of that.
This is our first time for everyone.
Come out 2 days ago, so.
Oh, I know. Didn't mean to give us all the Panheim shield.
That's alright.
Ants, but they aren't targetable yet. You probably want to be behind them. Oh no, it just straight up obliterated. Oh, I bet we want to be behind him now. No. Okay. Oh, why did I do that?
No idea.
Luckily, we have a summoner.
Oh, thank you. Have we killed these guys yet? No. No, it's just...
It's part of the mechanics. Strengthened his scything forearms.
Okay.
Dang it!
You think we'll be close to that or further away? Oh. She's a thing
You might have also been in a safe place on this one. I don't know. When I rescued you last time.
Not safe. I don't know. I really don't. Yeah, level up.
That was interesting.
Oh, she's cute.
You were with a party of Makotes.
Aww, 3 kitties and a bunny.
Yeah. That was a fun dungeon.
Yeah.
I gotta give it to the summoner because they rezzed me.
I'll go to the other guy. Which one's the Viper?
You'll give it to Harlow then.
Ooh, those are for a Viper, I think.
No, it's Samurai, I believe. Yeah.
I pulled 10s out of my stuff. That was pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
This is as far as we
Voice
can go on
acting.
foot, it seems. We'll have to head back and see about fixing the boat. Hey!
Well,
Everyone
that seems
all right?
right. They show up having fixed it as we finish everything.
Yeah.
Convenient.
Oh God. They could use, Orianja uses water walking techniques.
Those caverns you traversed were dug by the Yakoi in their search for gold. Remnants of their excavations can be found throughout this region. It's auto-going. While I appreciate the lesson, oh wise guide, are we landing this boat anytime soon? Our river journey is almost over. For proof of that, you need only look ahead. The falls were impressive enough from a distance, but it's almost too much now. Yes, amazing. Now please let me off. No, no more boats. Are you? Oh, you're not alright. I should be surprised if she was. Even without the nausea, we're all spent.
Oh, that was it. Hold on. That was a clicking one. Okay.
There is a mountain shelter nearby, a resting spot for those who have ascended the stairs. I suggest we make use of it. That would be a welcome respite. Have you the strength for a short walk, Wuklamon? We can rest along the way, too. Damn it all. A promise is meant to lead from the front, not mule and moan like a sick kitten.
We just need some crackers, that's all.
Wuklamon. Ignore me. It's the nausea talking. I'm fine, really. Lead on. I'll follow. Very well. But if I might say one thing. Just because you're a promise or a claimant for the throne doesn't mean you can't be seen to struggle. You needn't bear this burden alone, so please don't hesitate to talk to us. We're always willing to lend an ear. But Kryl, Everyone's allowed to be weak sometimes. Leaning on others is a skill all leaders require. Everyone's allowed to be weak sometimes.
Maybe the other one. I look very happy there talking to her.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You as well, Arilith?
That's the same thing she tells me.
Ah.
Yeah.
I've always believed this is my problem alone, but perhaps you have the right of it. Alright. I'll talk about things. Just give me a moment to collect my thoughts. Of course, as long as you need. We'll be waiting at the shelter when you're ready. Do 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 do.
Is she actually gonna like talk about her family and stuff?
I don't know. I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
I'm gonna switch back to Gunbreaker now. Okay.
Thanks for being my healer.
You're welcome. I've long
Carry on healer.
I've long felt that I could never tell anyone when I was confused or hurting. That admitting to weakness would bring shame to Papa's name. But if you say you're willing to listen, then there are things I'd like to talk about.
Ooh, okay.
Come on, let's catch up to the others.
Can't wait.
I'm just going straight to Alphino.
Yeah. I thought we were going to date, right?
Oh, that's fair. We should stop here for the night. I understand the desire to rush ahead, but we need to recuperate from our punishing river adventure. Then let's settle in. We'll need a cook fire, and there's meal preparation to be done.
Now Fino could practice his camp skills.
I've been meaning to ask,
Ooh,
but
voice acting again.
how does one become the adopted child of the Dawn Servant?
I was but a ball of fuzz at the time, so I don't remember much. My earliest memories are of life in the palace.
Huh.
All I know is that I was born in Ikbrash, a village in Yaktel. But I've never bothered to return there.
Oh.
But why
As far as
haven't
I'm
you?
concerned, Ulul Jaja is my only parent.
I quite understand. I have no memories of my birth parents either. For a while, I wanted to learn who they were. But over time, that curiosity waned. Galuf was my dear grandfather, and he was all I needed.
So our situations were quite similar. Even though Papa already had a trueborn son, he raised me and Kona with no less love. One time, I'd wandered off alone into the forest and gotten lost. Before I became a meal for some beast, Papa dropped everything and came to my rescue.
No.
I was scared and sobbing and ready for a scolding. But the head of resolve praised me for surviving the ordeal. I did get my lecture from the head of reason, though. He went on and on about the dangers of the jungle and all the horrible ways I could have died. Growing up, Papa was kind and patient, but a tyrant when it came to training. Now, of course, I realize he was preparing me for my duties as a promise. For all the good it did. There's so much I failed to learn about my own country. Whether it's alpacas or Ihihana, I hardly know anything. I've lived such a sheltered life, yet convinced myself I understood Tural and its people. I don't have Kona's education, or Zoralja's strength. I'm all bluff and bravado, not fit to bear my title.
What are you gonna go with?
I haven't gotten to that yet.
Okay.
Can't measure your worth by the success of others. Why do you want the throne? I'm gonna go with that one. Why do you want the throne?
Why? Because my father built a nation where everyone can live in peace.
What did she say?
And I want to keep it that way.
Because I can't hear it.
Why? Because my father built a nation where everyone can live in peace, and I want to keep it that way.
Okay. She said, don't compare myself to my siblings, you mean?
Ah.
I'm assuming the next one will be the same.
I think I see what you're saying.
I think I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My reasons for joining the contest have nothing to do with my brothers. It's always been about the Turali, and what I can do for them.
You said it yourself. How important it is to properly know something. To hear the voices of others, empathize with how they feel, and think how best to serve. In so doing, you'll come ever closer to being the person you wish to be.
I'm sorry, everyone. I've been a fool.
No, you haven't.
From this moment on, I'll stop trying to be the promise I'm not. I won't feign strength to hide my weaknesses. Step by step, I'll learn all there is to know and love about Tulihyolal and my fellow Turali. It might not be the smoothest path, but it'll be a path of my own making. I will find the City of Gold for all of us, along with the answers you seek about your grandfather, Kryl. I swear.
Aww.
I appreciate it, Wuklamat. But you needn't take on that burden as well.
But she's going to.
Galuf
Brian.
Baldessian dedicated his life to protecting people from all manner of threats. As his granddaughter, I wouldn't wish to endanger others for the sake of a personal investigation. So let's just concentrate on winning the contest. We have a shared goal, and, if at all possible, I'd rather we enjoy the journey.
Hear, hear. We are companions on the same road, bound for the same destination. With our combined talents, nothing will stop us from reaching the Golden City.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
And there's Alfie being all diplomatic.
Yep.
He's the Taya of the friend group. By the power of friendship, we will find the Golden City.
Aw, he smiled.
Meanwhile, in the second Promises camp. Let it be voice acted.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
They can hear us.
They seem to be enjoying themselves. Are you sure you don't want to go and say a word to your sister?
Thancred, you don't need to go into dad mode right now. He has a dad.
You don't want to
Nay,
think mommy
there
and
is no
daddy.
need for that. But
There.
what of you two? Wuklamat's allies are your comrades. It must feel strange to be rivals.
Helping you has made us rivals, aye. But we're not about to break into fisticuffs over it. Unless, of course, it is a matter of winning or losing the contest. Then I'll have no qualms about putting Alizé on her rear.
Ooh, buddy. Them's words are gonna get you in trouble. She knows you said that.
Despite our long history, never have I been given the chance to test myself against our companions. The thought stirreth within me a most unexpected sense of competition.
You almost did, though. Back at the end of Heavensward.
Yep.
Lamachi has surrounded herself with distinguished figures indeed. One of the Studium's finest graduates. The head of the students of Bardessian. And then there's Eorzea's vaunted champion. If she's half the hero you say, then the odds are stacked against us. Not that I have any intention of bowing out. Our time in Urkelpacha only served to strengthen my resolve. We saw how a single storm cut off the alpaca roots and threw my people's lives into disarray. Such uncertainties are why I advocate for the adoption of Sharlayan innovations, that Tuli Yolal might know greater stability and prosperity.
That is noble.
It is. Like, I don't think
our nation can change for the better.
That Tuliol can't have that.
And I will be the man to change it.
Well, it's a start.
That too.
I imagine your experiences on this journey, all the things you'll hear and feel and think, will help you refine that approach.
Why's he gotta throw back to Crystal Mommy?
Hold on. I'm not there yet.
No, you just passed it. Thancred says all the things you'll hear, you'll feel, and think.
Oh.
Went completely over her head.
I did, yep.
But to return to the subject of the rite, I'm a touch concerned by the condition for victory. The claimant who breaks the seal becomes Dawnservant, not the one who performed the 7 feats first.
Oh,
The
no.
would-be
You
victor
two.
need only
Stop
possess the 7 keystones.
They're gonna... You can't steal them.
That is correct. As the contest wears on, we must brace ourselves for greater conflict.
With the first promise. Oh. Sweet.
Oh yeah, I'm just now getting to the first promise.
Yeah. Oh, if you get there before I click ahead.
Your rivals still lag behind. The second and third promise may have recruited competent lackeys, but none compared to you. How can they hope to compete with the resilient sun? The only child ever sired by a two-head. Only the ignorant or foolish could fail to see that you were born to be Dawn's servant.
Such titles mean nothing.
Throws his hands up in annoyance.
I neglected to mention, when I first heard the rumors that the contest involved the Golden City, I spoke in confidence with Gulul Jaja's inner circle. They all agreed on one thing. Whoever reaches the City of Gold will attain a power so great, it can dictate the course of history.
Ooh.
I don't
If
like
this
guy
power
at all.
truly exists, then I humbly beg a fair share of it.
No.
Time
Like
is
either one of them,
passing,
but I don't like the other
and
guy.
I would put my plans in motion without delay. The useless tool is cast aside after all. And just so there is no Misunderstanding. You consent to this course, no matter who is made to suffer.
Interesting.
In battle, everyone bleeds. The Dawn's promise is no exception. What better lesson to teach our people the folly of war?
Hey, you watch my name out there.
Earlier with Bakul Jaja.
Please tell me they fell off the waterfall.
I was hoping for a good scrap, but this bloated sack of bile was no challenge at all. I wonder if the house cat is dead yet.
What is the like sage one say?
The Mystic?
Yeah.
I wonder if the house cat is dead yet.
Okay. That's what he says on mine too, but I wasn't sure if like that was because of because I was in the coach.
The house cat is technically Kona, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't if he would have said, I wonder if the rabbit is dead yet, we would have known.
That's true.
Be ashamed to lose a plaything, but we'd still have 2 more.
If I may ask.
Plans? What makes you think we care about all that? We care only about the contest and proving our superiority. That would surely please Mother and Father. Yes, and when we become Dawn's servant, we'll drive out the weakling masses and invite our kin to live in the city. Fine idea! Our family deserves better than that rotten jungle. Back to it then. We must catch up to that one-headed pretender and remind him of the natural order.
I made it.
I thought we were missing someone. Where have you been?
Oh, I feared I was done for when I fell from the boat. Yet somehow I made it. Oh, my arms, I can barely lift them. If I could just rest a moment.
You expect us to wait for you? Those who can't keep up will be left behind. My brother has spoken.
I don't think I could watch this.
Or be fodder for the beasts.
But I followed the teachings. Everything I've done, everything I've sacrificed, all has been for the blessed seedlings. Wait. Don't leave me behind! I'm begging you!
Dang. Alright. Time to talk. Being able to say those things has brought me such relief. It's like a stone has been lifted off my chest, and I can take a full breath at last. I don't want to encumber myself like that again. I want to be better, will be better, for myself and for my people. Arnvel is concerned about dangers on the road.
Of course he is.
The Moblin settlement of Earthenshire is not far from here, but be warned, the road we'll be taking is a favored hunting ground for bandits. With the stairs currently impassable, there'll be fewer travelers, meaning the brigands will be desperate for victims to ambush. Although, considering present company, I suppose my concern is unwarranted. Bandits on the road? What have Zeral Jah and the Landsguard been doing? Seems it's up to me to restore order to the area. And off she goes again. For now, we'll head west and aim for the bank of the second river. No, talking to Kryl. Oh, I see. This is the river which feeds the waterfalls above Oganu. I didn't mean to, but I did. Now Wuklamak. Well, where are these bandits? Apparently, they're not foolish enough to attack a party of this size. Earthenshire is just a little farther ahead, on the opposite bank of the Miyakabek Zoma, but let's remain vigilant all the same. Arenville.
Okay.
I mean, you can still talk to yours. This is it? The village where the Lay of Pots from the Tuliolo saga took place. Earthenshire, Idleshire. Might the similarity be a cultural inclination, I wonder? The settlements themselves couldn't be more different, though. This shire appears custom-built to resemble Pots, while the other is a repurposed town. Welcome to Earthenshire. Do I have the pleasure of happy greeting the third promise in her retinue? That's us. We're looking for the Dawn Servant's Elector, if you happen to know who that is. You are exchanging tongue flaps with her right now. Readerrock is the Elector you seek. Oh, that's helpful. We can cut straight to performing the feat. As much as Readerrock would like to do just that, we have a much more pressing worry. The storm which hit our village shattered the cliffs and dropped rocks on our brain cases. Many help hands for the Potsworn were injured. This is no time for feats or metal tests. I'm sorry to hear that. After learning what the storm did to the stairs, I feared you'd been caught in its path. Not to change the subject, but what are the Potsworn? Goldsmiths contracted to work for the Moblins. Word comes from the pot-like workshops where they practice their craft. The Moblins provide these Potsworns with tools, materials, living quarters, everything the artisans could possibly need. This allows them to concentrate on producing what is widely known as the finest gold and metalwork in Tyrol. This is unacceptable. I was promised no distractions. If this is the best they can offer, I should have never left Waku Meki Meki. You see? The Potsworn desert us. Without enough help hands, we are failing to uphold our side of the Pot Pact. Should all our Potsworn leave, Earthenshire will grind to a halt. We have to do something, and do it soon. Then let us stand in for the injured helpers. It would give me the chance to learn more about your people and your village. And if it brings us closer to beginning the feat, then all the better. This isn't strictly part of the contest, so don't feel obligated to join in. Take a rest while you can.
As if?
I could use a nap.
I'm gonna do the top.
Okay. What Arilith means to say is we'll all help. I doubt any of us could just sit around and watch.
She says, I hope when you say that, I actually wasn't sure if I could do this on my own.
I was hoping you'd feel that way. I actually wasn't sure I could do this on my own, is what she says after that thing.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
We'll take every help hand we can get. Redarock truth swears that once the Potsworn have their perfect workshops again, we will commence the feat with all haste. You and the third promise can assist help hand Rakarok. You other four, follow Redarock. There are other help hands in need of hand lending. Boy, that was a struggle. I really appreciate you pitching in. I meant what I said at many fires. There'll be no more feigning strength. No more playing at being an invincible promise. If there's one thing I've learned on this journey, it's how practiced you are at aiding those in need. And I mean to make the most of having such an incredible mentor at my side.
Oh, she thinks I'm a mentor.
Now let's find this Rakarok fellow and see what we can do for him. Rakarok can't meet his obligations without more help hands. The pot pact is broken, and the pots are emptying. You've come to aid Rakarok. Rakarok accepts your hand lending with joyous feel smiles. If we can offer the Potswarm their promised good living, we might save the day yet. Whatever you need. Thanks for watching, YouTube, part 4 of our Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail series. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below, all that good stuff. Let me know what you thought of it. And that you can catch me live on Twitch at twitch.tv/CalebGames here, where I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, starting between 9 and 10 a.m. Pacific time. I love you, YouTube, and I'll see you around.